It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS.
The next page is cash flow. So this shows where are we at cash flow wise. And so what this does is it starts with your net income, but then it factors in all those non P&L related things like, am I putting money into the business as an investment? Am I taking owner distributions? Am I paying down debt or am I taking on new debt? Did I get $100,000 from SBA for a loan? Those kind of things. Those will all show up here, but they won't show up on your P&L. So this sort of shows like, okay, I seem to be making money on paper on my P&L, but at the same time, my bank account's going down, in the business. Why is that? Well, this would be, this would kind of help explain why, what are those other factors?
Yep. And I think when we report I'm not going to front run you. Keep on going.
All right. But this is key, like one of the biggest things as a business owner, is what's the difference between net income and cash flow? Because it's a huge difference. It can be a huge difference, and it can make a big deal about how you run your business and how you're able to run your business. So cash flow is a really important thing to know.
Yeah. This is what I was about to start talking about. And I think we're going to show you what those balance sheet cash flows are. And I was like, wait, I think that's maybe the next page on the report. So I should probably just shut my damn mouth.
This is it. So this is, we wanted this, Dan wanted this to look really familiar and really close to kind of what it looks like today. If you're a Blue Skies client, it's kind of hard to see all at once, but we really wanted the, red, yellow, green categories. And these are the buckets. So they're kind of like the dials in more of a spreadsheet form. And it also shows more information. So it shows the last 3 months. So May, June, and July being highlighted because it's the one we just completed. And then the trailing 3 months and the trailing 12 months. And it has those as a dollar and a percentage, to your point, Dan, on kind of seeing those side by side. So it's really handy. And then the thing that adds a lot of value is it takes those industry averages in here of where you should be. And it shows you, based on color coding, where you're at compared to those.
It's a beautiful thing. One of the, what we started testing it. And one of the things that we have on our current report, we don't have any of this on our current report, which is why we were we got to show some different time spans in here to get the trajectory of the business. On our current report, we do have year to date numbers, which are great this time of year, but not so great in February when you're yeah, but I live in Minneapolis and I have a window cleaning business. So of course, year to date, I have lost $40,000 because that's because I live in Minneapolis and I do window cleaning. So the 12-month number tells me more of, do I suck or not? But year to date is interesting as you get farther into the year. Am I keeping up with my budget? So I think that might be something we try to incorporate in this over time, is bring that year to date type of stuff back in at the risk of where the hell do we put it? I don't know.
Right. Yep. Yeah. It's a balance of I want to see everything, but I also want it to be digestible. Right. So, and not get lost, in all the numbers. So, But yeah, for sure. So that's a good one. That's a good one to focus on. If you have, again, 1 or 2 sheets that you really focus on each month, that's a good one. And then we just wanted to add some definitions in here because we know it can get kind of crazy with all the financial terms. And again, how do we sort of explain what a lot of those terms mean that are going to show up in the presentation? And so this just kind of helps explain in hopefully simpler terms, what am I looking at and what does it mean? So I can understand, the above things. So there's a 2-pager here on a bunch of explanations. Some of these are in blue. That's for you tier 2 customers. You get additional things that go a little bit deeper. But the ones in black at the top will be for everybody.
Yeah, I dig that. As just as a teaser, tier 2 is Justin, you talked a little bit about the balance sheet stuff and how that impacts your cash flow. Well, There's a lot of, if you think about personal finances, you guys, your financial advisor would talk to you about your net worth, right? How much are you worth as an individual? What are your assets against your liabilities? Our business has the same thing. Our business has a net worth and it shows up on our balance sheet. So tier 2 is going to start incorporating some of that budget stuff that you could see right at the beginning. And it's also going to incorporate the health of your balance sheet against some metrics that say, here's kind of where you want to be to have a healthy business. You want to have debt, but you don't want to have too much, right? You want to make sure that your assets exceed your debt in a certain percentage, but how much? So all of that would be on a tier 2 level.